Welcome back. I have something special for you. I'm going to unpack what it means to offer your very best today and how that will set you up for great adventure with the living God. Let's talk about it. My best today is choosing to give my best right now in whatever opportunities I have. Let's look at the mindset of King Hezekiah. Every work which he began in the service of the house of God, in law and in commandment, seeking his God, he did with all his heart and prospered. That means whatever he did, he tried his best to follow God with all his heart, and God helped him succeed. You may think that you're not big enough or old enough to make a difference. You may think that you don't know or have enough to do what needs to be done. But no matter how old you are or what you have available, God can use you to change the world around you. Let's start with David from the Bible, who became one of Israel's greatest warriors, and discover how his example teaches us about giving our best today, just as he did when he faced Goliath. David, a young shepherd boy at the time, didn't have the training or equipment of a warrior. But when he faced the giant Goliath, he didn't back down from offering his best to God. He refused to use King Saul's armor and sword as they were unfamiliar to him. Instead, he took what he knew best, his sling and 5 simple stones. And with faith in God, David declared, "I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." And that was his way of giving his best as an offering to God. And because of that, God blessed him with a miraculous victory over Goliath. David's story reminds us that when we give our best with what is already given to us and trust in God, incredible things can happen. But David's journey didn't stop there. He continued to offer his best to God. He became one of Israel's greatest warriors using a sword and his incredible skills in battle later on. We see that it wasn't about his age or about which tools he used. Whether it was facing a giant or leading armies, David's heart remained committed to God. And God was pleased with David. In Acts 13, it says, God testified concerning him, "I have found David, son of Jesse, a man after my own heart. He will do everything I want him to do." And he was known as one of the greatest leaders of Israel. In Psalm 78, it says, David shepherded them with integrity of heart. With skillful hands, he led them. And let's look at an example we can watch today. If you go to a pond, you may be able to find a crazy looking bug that lives in the water for most of its life. It's a voracious predator that eats bugs and larvae and even small fish. And it has this crazy jaw that can shoot out about 1/3 the length of its own body to catch its prey. It's an incredibly excellent predator in its own environment as it navigates through the water. But what if you plucked it out of the water and gave it all sorts of different gifts? Would it still be a decent hunter? Well, that's exactly what happens because this is actually a young dragonfly nymph. After living most of his life in the water, it comes out of the water, goes through metamorphosis, and transforms into a dragonfly with a long body, 4 wings, and compound eyes. Instead of feeling sorry for itself that it lost its amazing extendable jaw, the ability to breathe underwater, and its home that it's so used to, it quickly gets to work putting its new gifts into action. And despite the different tools it has now, the dragonfly becomes one of the most incredible predators in the sky. How? Well, it has 4 wings that can move independently, which makes it able to fly much faster and maneuver more quickly than any other bug. It can even hover in place, and unlike almost any other bug, it can move in all 6 directions: up, down, left, right, forwards, and yes, even backwards. And its compound eye gives it a nearly 360-degree view. It's rare for any flying animals to have more than 22% success rate in catching its prey. And even for a land animal, it's rare for any of them to be over 30% successful. But scientists have found that dragonflies are 95% successful in catching their prey. They truly are some of the most excellent hunters. It is truly amazing that they were such radically different bugs for almost their entire life. But they are a great example of doing the best with what they have at each stage and each day. What does it mean for you to offer your best today? Just as David faced Goliath with a sling and stone and later became one of Israel's greatest warriors with a sword and shield, you can give your best with what you are equipped with and trust in God's strength right now. When you do that, you'll discover that you're on an amazing adventure, just like David. It's an adventure where you share truth, show love, learn more about God, and do your best to follow Him day by day. And if you ever make a mistake or don't know what to do, you can always learn and ask for help. So whether you need to start this adventure today or just continue your journey with courageous faith, choose to live with excellence towards God by giving your best today, each and every day. And along the way, keep fueling yourself with God's love and truth.